selection. It's a free choice. This is no force at all. Let's say, hey, they don't like that one. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put it back, and you could choose another one. Spectators do that sometimes. And let's say they go with the, they say, okay, the 2 of spades is fine. You say, okay, thanks for making that harder than what it needed to be. I'm going to go ahead and take the easy way out, the lazy way, and to go with the top card, which is the Jack of Hearts. So we have the Spectators card, and we have my card. And I actually want to take the Spectators card and stick it in the middle, and my card, I'm going to leave it just there. Now the cool thing is, if I do this just right and throw it, I can get the cards to cross over, to fire over, and I should be able to cleanly pluck my card directly out of the center where their card originally was. Trading places, crossing over. That, guys, is Crossfire Transpo. What is up, my dudes and dames? Alright, thanks for coming over. Jorge Anito here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now to get a little more serious so we can get down to brass tacks. Because we are here for the purpose of slaying at cards. And slay at cards, my friends, is what we shall do. So today we got some of that. We got some of that sweet. We got some of that good tutorial coming your way. All right, and it's a transpo. It is the Crossfire Transpo. I posted on my channel a while back. Didn't get a lot of hits. That's okay though. But I did post it on Instagram, and I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. You guys should run over to Instagram and follow me. I post a lot of cool pictures of jokers from different decks. Posting pics of jokers is kind of like my thing on Instagram, and I post a lot of little short videos, just little quick color changes, card tricks, transpos, and what have you. So I posted this Crossfire Transpo, I think in early December 2019, a couple months ago. Fairly fresh, fairly recent. And out of all my videos and posts on Instagram, this is the one that people really loved. It had hundreds of views, had a ton of likes, and by a ton of likes I mean like 100, which is almost nothing in the reality, in the big scheme of things, right? But it was meaningful for me, and I'm glad that a few people clicked on it and watched it. But anyway, it's a pretty cool transpo, inspired from Dan and Dave. I was studying the Trilogy some time ago, and I was really taken by the idea of the TiVo transpo. So this is inspired from the TiVo transpo, and this looks like this. Alright guys, let's get into the mechanics of this. This is what you'll need. I have 2 versions of the Crossfire Transpo. This is the cleanest and the easiest. It's dependent upon 2 moves, and you'll be able to make this cool transpo happen. This is the easiest and the cleanest. Alright, the second one I'll do in another video, and that's a little more Sleight intensive. You have a double, you have a duplicate. That's one of the reasons that makes it so easy and so clean, so very clean. So thank you, all the card creators who include duplicates in their decks. This actually wasn't included in this deck. I had another pack that I just plucked an extra jack out of and put it in. So if you got 2 of the same deck, 2 of the same decks, just take a card out of one deck and put it with your other. Or there are many decks that do have duplicates. Like I just mentioned, the Casinos is one of the only Black Roses decks that do not include a duplicate. But anyway, you can always use identical jokers. That's always an option as well. So this is the reality. You have your duplicates on top, and one of these is going to be your selection. You can have the spectator choose a card from a variety of ways. A dribble really does not matter. It is a free selection on their part. and I always just display it by laying it on top. And I say, okay, that's your card. And I always say, I'm going to take the easy way out because this is the card that I want. I'll say, I'll just take the top one just because it's easy and convenient. And we'll go with this one. Now here's the move. You want to display these cards in such a way to where you can top change this card out with the other joker. So whenever I come over here and act like I'm putting their selection in, I'm top changing that card. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm coming over and I'm placing one of the jokers in. Jokers, jacks. Their selection's now on top. And now I got that one right there. This is a very easy move. It's a very easy move if you're familiar with the top change, which is like that, right? You want to keep this hand as still as you can. And this hand over here is doing all the work. And it's basically your thumb. You're just doing a top change. You're going underneath with this card, squaring it up ever so lightly, pulling it away. And that's it. That's it, guys. That's all there is to it. And now you want to do that with two cards in your hand. And so this is the card being changed. And it looks like this if I go real slow. And I won't square it up just so you guys can see what's happening there. Just like that. Oh, actually, that wouldn't have been right. So that's their selection. That's mine. And I come over like this, and it's like in this motion that I change that out, and I kick this card down. That way I can place it in the middle. So in real time, pick a card. That's a blank one, but we'll use it anyway. Some cards have blank deck, or some decks have blank cards. That's my selection, the one on top, the easiest and most convenient. Remember, you want to have their selection on the bottom. You want to get to where you're displaying the cards to them in such a way as you're manipulating their card to the bottom with your card on top, because you're going to switch this card out. And I just go like this. Now the reality is, this should be a jack and this should be a jack. What happened there? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, guys. I mixed that up. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is going worse than I thought. It's been a long day, guys. Basically, you display it, switch it, place the jack in. There it is. You flip your card over just like this, and you go ahead and get a double. You get a double ready, and I just do it from the back because that's the position that I'm going to need to be in. So I get that ready, and then I use my middle finger and thumb to kind of sway this out in such a way to where I can lift it up like this and get ready to do the color change. Right? And so all I'm doing here at this point is, while I'm still talking, I'm saying something like, okay, if I could do this just right, and I just wave my hands, and I'll do it once, twice, and I'll hit it right there. So there's a color change. So that's kind of cool. And now the cool thing is, if I did that just right, this is the pattern. I should be able to peel this card cleanly out of the center, which should be my card that has crossed over and traded places with your card. That's it, guys. That's it. Very simple. All you need is a duplicate. All you need to know is a top change. And all you need to do is that color change. Now let's go over that color change real quick. That crossfire. It's very easy. You can get a double in any way that you're comfortable with. Now there's two ways to do this. Two. I only have one finger up. There's two ways to do this. You could push this forward, and you could come underneath like this. You could say, now watch this. Go ahead and go ahead and get a card out. And you can hit it like this, and you're just bowing the card. You can use your index finger, which is what I do, and release at the thumb. So it's just like that, and it just flips over. I like to do it the other way because I don't see a lot of people doing this. And that is, I'm just pressing down, I'm bowing downwards, and I'm releasing from the middle finger, and that flips over just like that. So I just bow, release from the middle finger, and it flips and flies over to the deck. At this point, you could just cleanly pluck out your card, but I like for them to see it actually coming out of the middle, and you're not doing any fancy sleights, right? So that's the cleanest. That's one of the cleanest transpos that I know. Something I came up with when I was studying Dan and Dave's Trilogy a while back. Guys, I hope this wasn't too confusing for you. It's late at night, and I wanted to go ahead and get this out. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some mileage out of it. God bless. Stay tuned tomorrow for a very special episode of Famous Magician Moves. It's going to be a good one, and there may be some surprises at the end. So stick around, and we'll see you back here soon, hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.